Dear students, today I am going to teach about plastids in the lesson Plant Anatomy and Plant Physiology. Plastids are the organelles present in the plant cell with double membrane. Membrane means cover or envelope. So the plastids are double membrane bound organelles found in plants and some algae. They are responsible for preparation and storage of food. There are three types of plastids: chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. Chloroplasts are green colored plastids. Chromoplasts are yellow, red, orange colored plastids which can seen in the flowers, fruits, etc. Then the leucoplasts are colorless plastids. Now we will see the structure of chloroplast. Chloroplasts are green plastids containing green pigment called chlorophyll. Chloroplasts are oval shaped organelles having a diameter of 2 to 10 micrometer and a thickness of 1 to 2 micrometer. In this picture, you can see the ultrastructure of chloroplast. Here you see various parts in the chloroplast. The outermost covering is called envelope. This envelope is having two membranes, inner and outer membrane. Then the space within the chloroplast is said to be stroma. In the stroma you can see chloroplast DNA, starch granules, drop of lipids, ribosomes, etc. In the stroma you can see the thylakoids are arranged one above the other and forms many granas. Now we see the structures one by one, that is the parts of chloroplast one by one. The first one is envelope. Chloroplast envelope has outer and inner membranes which is separated by intermembranal space. The second part is stroma. Matrix present inside the membrane is called stroma. In this stroma we can see many enzymes which are responsible for the dark reaction of photosynthesis. It contains DNA also and 70S ribosomes and other molecules required for protein synthesis. The third part is thylakoids. It consists of thylakoid membrane that encloses thylakoid lumen. Thylakoids forms a stack of disc-like structures called a grana. In singular, it is called as granum. The fourth part is grana. Some of the thylakoids are arranged in the form of discs stacked one above the other. These stacks are termed as grana. They are interconnected to each other by membranous lamellae called Fred channels. These Fred channels are otherwise called as intergrana or stromal lamella because these lamellae are present in the stroma, so it is called as stromal lamella also. Next we will see about the functions of chloroplast. Here the main function of chloroplast is photosynthesis. The second one is storage of starch. The third function is synthesis of fatty acids. Then storage of lipids and the formation of chloroplast. These are all the functions of chloroplast. Next one is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process by which all autotrophic organisms like green plants, algae and chlorophyll containing bacteria utilize the energy from sunlight to synthesize their own food. The photosynthetic process is very important process because This process only provides food for all living organisms in the world, without which we cannot expect the life forms. Next, we will see the reaction of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll produce carbohydrate in the form of glucose and liberate oxygen. That is, CO2 plus H2O gives C6H12O6 plus oxygen. Then you have to balance the reaction. The balanced reaction will be 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives C6H12O6 plus 6 oxygen is evolved. Then where does the photosynthesis occur means, photosynthesis occurs in green parts of the plant such as leaves, stems and floral buds. Next one is photosynthetic pigments. Pigments involved in photosynthesis are called photosynthetic pigments. Photosynthetic pigments are of two classes, namely primary pigments and accessory pigments. Chlorophyll A is primary pigment, that is actually traps the solar energy and converts into chemical energy. So this is called reaction center. The actual reaction of transfer of solar energy into chemical energy is done in this chlorophyll A pigment, so it is called as reaction center. The other pigment is chlorophyll B and carotenoids, that are called accessory pigments. As they pass on the absorbed energy to chlorophyll A molecule, it is called as harvesting center. That is, some of the sunlight energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll B is transferred to chlorophyll A, so it is called as harvesting center. So these two, reaction center and harvesting center, together called photosystems, or it is otherwise called as pigment system. Next one is role of sunlight in photosynthesis. The entire process of photosynthesis takes place inside the chloroplast. The structure of chloroplast is such that the light dependent and light independent reactions takes place at different sites in the organelle. That is, the light reaction and dark reaction is taking place within the chloroplast, but they are the light reaction taking place in the thylakoid membrane and the dark reaction is taking place in the stroma of the chloroplast. So these two reactions are taking place inside the same chloroplast at different sites. Then you can see some of the energy rich compounds like ATP, ADP, NAD and NADP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate, ADP adenosine diphosphate, NAD nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NADP nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Next one, light dependent photosynthesis or Hill reaction or light reaction. This was discovered by Robin Hill in 1939. This reaction takes place in the presence of light energy in thylakoid membrane of grana of the chloroplast. Photosynthetic pigments absorb light energy and convert into chemical energy such as ATP and NADPH2. These products of light reaction move out from the thylakoid to the stroma of the chloroplast. There, this ATP and NADPH2 are involved in the dark reaction or utilized for the dark reaction. The next process is light independent reaction, that is otherwise called as biosynthetic phase or dark reaction or Calvin cycle. The second step of this reaction is carried out in the stroma of the chloroplast. During this reaction, carbon dioxide is released into carbohydrates with the help of the light generated ATP and NADPH2. That is, the ATP and NADPH2 is already produced by the light reaction is utilized in this dark reaction. This is also called Calvin cycle and is carried out in the absence of light. In Calvin cycle, the inputs are carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and the ATP and NADPH2 produced from the light reaction. The output is glucose and oxygen. The overview of Hill and Calvin cycle. Here in this picture, you can clearly see the synthetic, that is biosynthetic reactions, that is during light reaction, sunlight and water is utilized and oxygen, ATP and NADPH2 is produced. This ATP and NADPH2 is utilized during Calvin cycle along with carbon dioxide from atmosphere and produces glucose. Then the factors affecting photosynthesis. Here there are two types of factors are responsible for photosynthesis. One is internal factors and the second one is external factors. The internal factors are pigments, leaf age, accumulation of carbohydrates, hormones, and the external factors include light, carbon dioxide, temperature, water, and mineral elements. By using these factors, the photosynthetic reaction will be completed. Thank you.